What's up, guys? Andy with Andy's Auto Care Plus. Hey, today we're going to talk about things you don't necessarily need as a detailer, detailing, whatever you want to call it, whether you're fixed or mobile. I think this goes with all of that. So I'm just going to show you maybe some less expensive options for the hype that's out there over certain items. And we're going to start right now with what I'm on. This is called the Rack Attack. It really is a really cool thing to have. Don't get me wrong, but it's not needed in detailing. One of the things that I would replace this with, I forgot to prepare for that one, but just a basic simple pad instead works just fine. So make sure you're getting something like this. At least at a minimum, you can start with something like this, and then later on you can move up to something like a Rack Attack. So you don't need it, okay? Or you could also, another option is this bad boy right here. This is just this is less expensive than what a Rack Attack is. And then you can move around and get to vehicles pretty easy. It's pretty stout wheels. There's also obviously a Harbor Freight stool that you could use. So lots of different options out there, but not necessary to get the most expensive stuff. Obviously, that's what we're going to basically be talking about in this video. There's also like the Viper chair and stuff like that. Those are very expensive options. Really cool to have probably, and if you got the money, great, but you don't need that. So anyway, okay, here we go. We're going to slide over. I'm going to use this stool just to show you guys. I'm going to throw this stuff out of the way. All right, now let's talk drying on a car, truck, whatever. One thing that I fell victim to pretty early on was buying an expensive blow dryer for a car, okay? Now, guess what? It just sits in a tote. I don't use it hardly ever. So this is what I'm talking about. This is a McKee's turbo car dryer. It is supposed to, the reason I bought this is because their claim was that it heated up the air and would dry better, and I'm in a cold climate in Oregon, and I was like, oh great, blowing hot air, that's perfect, right? They don't tell you that it takes about 30 minutes of running it before you even start getting any sort of warm air. So yeah, I fell for that. So I think when I bought it, it was $180. Now it's more expensive than that. But guess what I moved to? Right here. Cobalt leaf blower. This is what I bought after I realized I didn't need this. This was barely over $100 when I bought it. And I've been using it well over 2 years, and it works fantastic still. So now what we do is we have this in our mobile rig, and now we have the Ego in our shop, which blows a little bit better as much as you can. But I have a comparison video on these if you wanted to see it. You can check it out. I'll link it either up top here or down below, something like that. So if you wanted to watch the comparison video of these two, go for it. But those expensive car dryers, you don't need them. That's the point of this one. They're cool to have and great to have. There's tons of them all over the market, but you can very much get by with just a leaf blower. So there you go. There's that. We're going to slide this thing out of the way. Now, one of the other things that I don't see it all the time, but once again, I fell victim to it, and it's just not necessary. What we're going to be talking about now is, this is a full bad boy Headlight Restoration Kit. I mean, come on in and check this out. So this has got, minus that. So this is everything. You got all your different sanding pads. I mean, it's got literally everything you need for headlight restoration. It came with a polisher down there below, the Griot's polisher. I mean, it even came with a mask. It came with all the different solutions to put a nice coating on it. But in reality, that's what you need. Sandpaper. Just some sandpaper, a good backing plate, and you can do headlight restorations, guys. Don't overthink it. You can fully sand down headlights and get a nice fresh coating on top of them without a full headlight restoration kit. Once again, yes, it's nice to have it when you need it. Don't get me wrong there, but in order to do headlight restorations, you don't need this giant kit, okay? Sandpaper, some really good masking tape, and the winner chicken dinner is Cerakote. Yes, it's a little trick, but it works fantastic. They also have the ones specifically for headlights, but I really like the ones that's the trim coat to top your headlights with after sanding them and polishing them out with some compound or something. That's a really, really great topper. So anyway, this is basically, want to make it short, sweet, right to the point. So if you appreciate that, make sure you guys are giving my video a thumbs up, subscribing to the channel if you're not subscribed, and share this video with your friends, with your detailing buddies, whatever, because let them know that you don't need all this fancy stuff to get started. It's great to have eventually some of them I could totally live without, like that blower. I just don't use it anymore at all. So anyway, guys, make sure you guys are liking, subscribing, sharing, all that good stuff. And remember, this is going to be part 1. I'll make another one of these with some other kinds of things that you really just don't need when you're detailing. So anyway, guys, hey, thanks for watching. We'll catch you guys on the next video. Subscribe. Peace.